So I'm just making up the salads and I'll show you what I've got. And it's just to give you the date, it's the 9th of May. So I've got some absolutely gorgeous little bits here of baby beetroot leaves. I love these. And just picked those fresh. Cucumbers just straight off the plants this morning. Spinach leaves looking absolutely lovely, but I'm going to put the top on those because I don't want them to dry out. In here I've got some tatsoi leaves, I've got some salad rocket and some peas. These are looking really lovely, a mix of mange tout and sugar snaps, some salad potatoes, salad onions, a little bit of celery, super tender, really gorgeous little first pick off those plants, and some ropey looking radishes. Some little carrots first, well maybe second pick really, of the new season crop. They're looking really nice. And some little white salad turnips. They're looking good as well, and a few salad turnips for cooking. And then all the lettuce leaves. So I'm just going to pop these salad to make up the base. And then I'll kind of add the sprinkles on top. So I always harvest into water at this time of year, and my objective is that by the time I put the lids on these leaves will be moist but not wet, so it doesn't really matter that it's pretty hot in the tunnel at the moment, because it kind of helps in that slight sort of drying process. I don't want the leaves kind of dripping wet. I've spun them in my white bag, which is just one of those laundry bags, and that gets sort of 90% of the water off, and now I'm just getting that last little bit off through evaporation. So the salad onions are pretty good. What I like to do is just skin them, so I just take the sort of outer couple of millimeters off them, and that really makes a difference to the quality. So not everybody gets celery at this time of year, but it's a nice little treat. And not everybody gets peas. Most of the peas we're eating at the moment, we're just eating straight off the plants. But it's nice to have a few crunchy peas in the salad mixes as well. It adds that extra little bit of protein as well. But you know, cucumbers are really like the stars of the show at this time of year. These are from a mix actually of the ones from the greenhouse and the ones from the conservatory. And we're picking a tub like this each week pretty much. I like them when they're that sort of size. So these are my mixes here. And I only need one. Right. And then I'm the one who's a big fan of the baby beetroot leaves. They're so tender and sort of got a bit of crunch to them as well at this time of year, just like the spinach. You know, there's a lot of energy in the sun at the moment, and a lot of that is getting soaked up by the spinach, and it's kind of the peak time really for crunchy spinach. Pretty soon they'll go over, and that'll be a shame. We won't be growing spinach. Well, we'll switch actually to New Zealand spinach rather than true spinach. And yeah, a little bit of salad rocket. So you can see we're getting quite a lot, even at this time of year, of different varieties. I haven't quite got tomatoes yet. My tomatoes are on the way. I do like strawberries actually in my salad mixes, but I prefer to put them in on the day because they don't keep very well in the fridge. And all of these, obviously, they go in the fridge. They keep for about a week. So I'm doing a week's worth here. And they keep really well. I mean, you could probably eat them quite happily after a week, but, you know, we harvest every week, so we won't be doing that. And even these big leaves, even these giant spinach leaves, are still really good. Although, you do have to just watch out for slugs. But then you have to kind of watch out for slugs pretty much everywhere. When I did the lettuce leaves, I broke them up from hearts and I inspected them for slugs, so I haven't had to check them again. It's all looking pretty good. You can feel a sort of crunch already in these spinach leaves, really lovely. And let's get some radishes. I like the little ones. So everybody else gets the bigger ones. I don't grow a huge number of radishes, to be honest, but just enough, again, just to add a little bit of interest, colour and crunch to the mixes. I think that will do, apart from, it's still wet, the tatsoi. And again, I'm going for crunch with this tatsoi. It's looking beautiful outside, but again, it won't last very long. It'll soon go to seed. Everything's going to seed at this time of year, so you constantly grow in multiple successions if you want to keep everything going. But yeah, those crunchy ribs in the tatsoi, really gorgeous. So I try to have salads every week of the year, and I would say almost every year I manage to do it. So, you know, some people say, oh, why do you grow salads in winter? Like, you know, well, it just comes, you know, I have salad for lunch. So just like every lunch, I have a salad. It's just my routine. It doesn't bother me whether it's winter or summer, really. I just like the fresh, crunchy quality of it. You know, there's something about raw food. It's just really lovely, really refreshing, vibrant, even in winter. So yeah, that's why. And then last, but definitely not least, just a few carrots. And again, I'm not putting many carrots in because I'm snacking on carrots all the time on the allotment. So I'm just going to put a couple of these little carrots in most of the boxes, and one little turnip in. And as I say, I don't have any tomatoes, but I will add tomatoes to these mixes. So they're looking pretty good. I'll just zoom in and show you what they look like now. I'm quite happy with those, and I generally sort of bring one of these to the allotment every day if I'm here and munch through it. Otherwise, I eat it in the garden. Just got a spider there. People, I don't mind the odd spider crawling around in my salads, but the kids don't like those. Anyway, there we go. My name's Steve. This is the Outgrow channel, and I'll see you soon.